Hey guys, Nicole over here. I wanted to do an update. Here in the Bay Area, California, we have had some changes. I think the last time I did a prep update was probably late April, April to early June. Wanted to go into a few things tonight. So I changed up my preps a bit. First of all, we're having some difficulties with the China floods. And I'm noticing that we're having some stockpiling issues here. And so I'm going to show you my updated. I'm actually going to do a few videos. This is my shed, what I call my storage shed. First of all, first thing I did is we have the window of opportunity, and so I went ahead and I got some hydrogen peroxide about 2 months ago, and some more rubbing alcohol, and then I stocked up on beauty supplies and coffee stuff. This I'm actually eating out of. And whole case of really good liquor I want for later on in the year. I don't drink hard liquor except for like holidays, and I mix it. And then one of the big ones I wanted to show you is restock on toilet paper, and this goes all the way to the back of the shed. And this is all the cans I could find here in the Bay Area. 2 or 3 cans were donated. The rest are in use. And so we have a big canning supply, huge canning supply going on here in the Bay Area, and a coin shortage supply going on. So I'm trying to find more canning supplies, but that's all I have. The wine in the back is going well. And then I went ahead and I hit Costco and I got a few things and some more toilet paper, and we're still having a shortage with aloe. So to make my own like Germex, I'm using the baby aloe stuff. But I do have kids, so I don't feel very like I bought a few. I mean, I'm a mom, so I have to, it costs a lot less to make my own this way than to buy like this. Before I made my own was $2, and then this refill I just made was like maybe 50 cents. So you really got to start thinking like for cost effective. So that's that, and I've lost my lighting in that section. The other thing I wanted to mention, I just posted on my Facebook, is I have a overage on certain vegetables like eggplant and tomato. So I put up online that I would donate some eggplant and tomato, and maybe like 1 or 2 bags of rice, and maybe a can of spaghetti sauce, so someone can have something extra, because here in the Bay Area in California, we're having a really big problem with economics. It's just too expensive to live here, and people just don't have enough money for food. I had a huge donation here in March of 2020 to start this garden, and it just keeps going and going, and it's kind of nighttime, but it's just, it's really gone really well. So So that's that. So I'm going to donate if I can, if anyone's willing to come forward and say, hey, I want some food or whatever. I will give them at least maybe a week of food for themselves, or 2 or 3 days of food for a family of 2 to 5. And then I was explaining that I had some issues with pantry, so I went ahead. I have a lot of I collect glassware, like old Renaissance glassware, but I've kind of found new places, so I've started stocking up. Um, so I kept some glassware up top, just because it's too high to reach, and then my husband and I decided to kind of like organize. So we have like pasta, spices, miscellaneous, bouillons, and then like vinegars, kids stuff, and then this is all oil and spices. And then you just keep going, and I've moved almost like all the medications from the last video, so this is all just like, I don't know if I back up, like I made this all into like just storage because there was just nowhere to put it in our little ass home, little tiny home, excuse my language. And then we took our our like, we have a French style table, and we modified it to fit more things. And then we have this, I don't know what you call it, like a shelving unit, which was originally just for cookware, and then now the bottom 2 shelves are for bulk, like mayonnaise, oils, and so forth. And then I found these, like, because the store was closing. So this is onions. And what's interesting is I went in my fridge yesterday and all my onions had gone bad, and these did not. And then my potato one, I don't have any potatoes because we're leaving in a few days, and I didn't want them to like start to go, but because then I'd have to basically put them in the garden because I'm not going to waste any food. But from the onion perspective, these stay much fresher longer. So if you can buy things like that, I would recommend it. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was I went ahead and I bought I bought these in March, and I said everyone I'd review them. And honestly, I bought another set. So this was 8 bags, and this is the bigger ones. And then I bought the this little one, which is a sandwich one, with the gallon size and sandwiches. And my husband and me and I said, I haven't bought reusable. So I go to the dollar store, I usually buy these, or like I buy the throwaways, and I buy a lot because I have kids. But I've spent maybe $5 since March because we have these. Now, if you have little kids, if you have older kids, or if you have kids over 7 or 8 and you're really, really on the ball about your Ziplocs, get these. If you have kids under like 5, 6, 7, 3, you know, like young, stay with these. But if you can switch to these, you're gonna, because here's the thing, these are $20, and I still have a bunch. I'm actually drying one. This is from my March. That's from March, and this one's from March. And they dry beautifully. You'd never know they got reused, and they're awesome. Oh, 50 style sandwich maker. Thanks to my daughter, who's 10, for letting me use that, because it's mom's best friend this summer. But I bought it for her for fun. I never thought we'd use it. Anyway, off topic. Okay, so if you have little kids, use whatever. You know, I get it. This is like your best friend. Or, you know, even with my kids are almost 11, but I still use like these little, I don't know what these are called, and like bento boxes and all kinds of things, and throwaway things, and like these things, and all kinds of things. I get it. I mean, they weren't on I think they used tippy cups and just took the lids off till they're like 4, because I have twins. But if you are really mindful about using freezer bags, this is a good investment, and I would highly recommend it. Because 20 bucks, March, April, May, June, July. So $20 lasts me 5 months, and I think I bought 1 or 2 boxes of the throwaways. And I usually go through easily five boxes like this. And I'm not always going to make it to the dollar store. So, I mean, it's just a savings thing. So, anyway, do what you want, but it saves the environment. And then start canning. And the other thing was, I started buying seeds. And I was looking at where I grow, and this is different for everyone. But I was thinking like all my plants and stuff are doing good and stuff, but I started buying stuff for, let's say it's September on. So depending where you live, like I know potatoes, cabbage, lettuce, all those things will grow in frost. And then this would maybe be something I save for spring. This would be a test thing. These would be kind of test things. Carrots will grow in the winter. And so start stockpiling if you wanted to save a few dollars. Like I'm actually growing so much produce that I'm actually giving it away to our community. And they did donate a lot of not money, but they donated a lot of resources towards my garden in March when the original shutdown had come. Now we have China. China's at war with us. I'm using my jars. Basically, I'm freezing, and then I'm using also refrigerators, jars, and because we bought a dehydrator, which is way back there, but I started some sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm trying to start to dehydrate a few things. This is just like a little educational video. Like, I'm not a professional person as far as like prepping and all that. I've been prepping for years and years because I'm a mom, and you know, I've thought for at least 20 years we're going to have something bad happen. And when I had twins, I had to get really thrifty. So I'm showing you just some of my hacks and tricks and things. And if I was you, I would start stocking up on canned goods with the aluminum can shortage. Coins. Keep your coins. Don't use exact change. Keep those. And then like recyclable bags and things, because you don't know like if they start running out. I know here in California we're already having, I went to the store like the last 2 or 3 times and aisles are wiped again. I don't think it's panic buying. I think they just don't have stuff in the store. I think there's no replenishment. There's no way to restock. So that's a little concerning. Um, Toilet paper, food, um, like hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, like not alcohol like to drink, but alcohol to make like your own sanitizer. Um, if you're in a high infection rate, these are going to be money savers. It's not really like that you're worried it's going to get worse. It probably will, but if you don't have a ton of money to go and spend, like this is probably the time to like buy those things because they're really kind of starting to like get less and less. Like I've noticed in the Bay Area, and so maybe you go grab just a few things now, and then like for me, I'm starting to like think, should I do a farmer's market or something on top of my job? Because like I could probably make jerky. Well, we're doing jerky, selling it. Should I do like tomatoes and like sun-dried tomatoes and like jams and things and like sell them and stuff? So like to like supplement like what I'm growing and what I'm doing and what I'm making, and like do it cheap to like help the community, or do it because you need the money. Um, so anyway, that's my update. Today is July 22nd, and things are here in California not really great, so that's why I'm kind of making this. If you're not in California, um, this is probably a good video to watch in case things don't go well in your area, or you hit tornado season and then you have a pandemic. So I mean, there's 1,000 different variations of reasons to watch this and just get ideas, but I don't have a ton of money and I'm just a mom, so I'm just trying to throw it out there. Anyway, okay, thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. I don't have a lot of likes usually, or subscribers, so if you want to like and subscribe, that would be really, really cool, and I appreciate it very much. All right, bye.